No. US, EU signs, reflective triangle, US, EU, none. Auxiliary light and beacon light, standard. There's an auxiliary headlight. What is the auxiliary headlight? Oh, lights up here. Yes, there's a couple of lights there and there. Oop. So attaches US. Okay, EU front. No idea what the difference between a US front attach and an EU front attach is. I don't know. Oh, GPS receiver, yay or nay. Quickie power. Oh, this has come equipped with numbers. I think you can number your tractors here. 2-1. So you can tell someone, go get tractor number 1 and take it out to the field. Zarya Pro, GPS, and the usual blue power, back polished, polished blue. So that's shiny blue, huh? Well, there you go. So there we have a New Holland T7000. I wonder what the T6000's like. Oh, that just came up. Okay. I'm going to look at the T6000 because we didn't take a look at that yet. It's probably at the end here. T6000 is 30,000 cheaper. 178 horsepower through 251. So it's still kind of a good range on that. Wheels, twin spaced, narrows, standard. Oh, standard 2 takes off the extended axle. Exhaust, radio, rear weights. Oh, rear weights is the craziness. Kind of cool. Fenders, similar stuff there. Signs, lights, attachers, receiver. That's the GPS receiver. Front loader. So similar stuff. This, as we said, runs from 178 to 251. What's it got in the middle? 200, 243. So 6080 with chip tuning 243. That I might like more than I like the T6. Where is the T6? Hello T6, you small. T6 is a small tractor, so it's 30,000 more than the T6, but bigger horsepower range. Interesting. Anyway, let's go to April 2. Let's see what happens. Morning is here. Yay, 34 property. Property maintenance isn't too bad. Give it that much. We now have 3 fertilization contracts. and a weeding contract. Those are good paying contracts. What's the weather going to be like today? Rain at 1 o'clock. What's the store sales like today? That's a shallow cultivator, but I already have one, so no big deal. T7, that was the last thing we saw. This is a hoe. This is the big giant cedar from Horsch. It's nice, but pricey. Well, not so pricey now. 300 horsepower, can't do that. There's a wrapper, there's a cultivator that's tiny. There's a huge giant auger wagon. A Crone forage harvester header for whole crop. Kubota planter again. Valtra A series, wow. Fiat truck. That's a thing. I think it was Virtual Farmer used that. Nice little truck, 30,000 maximum, but it does allow you to haul stuff down to the store quite quickly. Speed 52. It's a little bit faster than a truck. And then we have an Axion 800. Another tractor I would love to consider. Well, I think it's going to be one of those days. We'll take that, that, that. I think we're going to buy solid fertilizer. 2,000 litres, that's good. I was thinking I should probably buy about 2,000 litres, but I wasn't sure whether that was an option. Sometimes in those situations it's 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, and so if you want 2,000 you have to buy 1,000 twice. And it resets every time you push the button to purchase. Gauge, and let's go find some fields to do things on. So I did have a mod that used to show little pictures of what contracts were available in what fields. That seems to have is not working anymore, which is a shame. Solid fertilizer start. Because it was kind of nice to be able to dive out here and just see, oh, there's a baling contract in that field and a fertilization contract in that field and a seeding contract in that field. Okay, 75 is that way, 14 is that way. The other one is somewhere else. 52. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? I don't know if you can get through those trees, so it looks like I'm going to have to go out here, down there, round there, down to the road, which should bring us out opposite whatever cereals and oils. Up here we can get to 52. Once we've done 52, probably swing back through here to 75. We're going to have to go around the long way to get to 14 because I don't think there's a cut through there. Okay then, I think we're loaded, we better get moving. make some money, because we're already back down to 26,000, although that's primarily because we bought a ton of fertilizer. So we could do contracts to make £10,000. As I say, I mean, with most of this is going to be driving between fields again, so I think I should have turned left there. Oh well. Maybe I'm going to end up doing this backwards. I think I can still get down to 52, I just won't get down to opposite where we were driving. Is that, oh, that's annoying paper people that end up throwing the papers on the floor rather than leaving them in the mailbox. Point. Oh, maybe I can sneak through here. As I said before, on this map, if you ever get lost, you can just tell the worker to go somewhere and it will take you. This looks promising. It wasn't the route I was intending to take, but it does seem to be taking us to where I want to be. Now, I suppose as we start getting the yard developed, that little grass field that's in the area of the yard is a pain because of the trees close to it. But we might have an option to, if I buy the adjacent fields to the yard, we can chop down those trees, turn that field into a extended yard. And then I won't so much have to worry about the trees anymore. I do need to take some of the trees down because we are at the limit of number of trees on the map. So I can't add trees until I've chopped the trees that are already here up. I mean, technically not a problem, but I kind of want a tree in my front yard, and I can't plant one. I can't place one even. I can place hedges and stuff like that. I want, actually, that's a good point. I'm wondering if the hedgerows, because they have posts in them and they're effectively treated like trees, whether they count against the tree limit. And so maybe if I chop down a few hedges, that I might find that I can plant a tree or something. That's entirely a possibility. Unfortunately, Cavalier Roy's not around, so he's not going to be able to tell me if that's actually true. And maybe what I need to do is get myself a chainsaw and start laying into hedges like nobody's business. Because as the farm develops, we are going to be rearranging things, I think. But rearranging things needs money, and we don't have any. It's not a lot. Hope we don't go through too much of this, because I would like to get all of these contracts done without spending too much more money. I think we probably are going to need to buy more fertilizer though. It's still counting down. that on automatic? Yes. Okay. It is what it is. I forgot to look. I can see if I'm leaving gaps by the mini-map. Keep forgetting that. Anyway, we'll get this finished, get paid. Still got more than half a tank, so not too much of an issue yet. There is a mod that gives you sort of a thermometer of how far you are through a contract. I don't have that selected. It lists all your active contracts and what's going on with them. There we go. Okay, we're done. Exit's over there. So, 1 down, 2 to go. I think for now we're going to get paid as we go. So there's 75 and 14. I could just go straight back up that way. It's probably the easiest, and I was going to get paid, so let's do that. Money, money, money. Yes. Collect. Could turn left and go through the yard. It's just up the way here. Let's do that. I think that takes us to 75 via a convenient route. 14 is always going to be an outlier because it's on the other side of the street with no easy access. Okay, this here's the farm entrance. Whee! And I think that gap there in the hedge was the way to go. This would have been another nice place to have the yard, I think. It's a little bit further away from the BGA, and primarily we're using exports from the BGA for sale of our product. So it just so happens that this is not the way. However, there's a gap over there. Oh. Is there a gap over there too? There's a gap there on the right. This looks like a good place to cut through. Just drive over somebody's grass and kill it all and just do the thing. Here's another grass field I can cut through. Okay, I can't go that way. I can't go that way. That's the exit. And it looks like there's a path along the bottom of this field. So this is the way I should have come from that yard. Oh, I'm bad. But that's the whole thing. It's one of the things Roy told us early on was there's a lot of the grass fields have cut-throughs, so you can, if you're going out to mow the grass, you can step from one field to the next field to the next field very, very easily. Arable fields, they are limited to one entrance per field. So you have to figure out where that is and then complain that it's just in the wrong place. Okay, I'm lost. Yeah, I'm so lost. Okay, we go up that way. Seems good to me. Let's do that. So what are we on? April 2, April 3 and 4. And we may skip through the Aprils, the rest of April. Just because, yeah, we've done 7, 8, 9. We'll have done 9 contracts on fertilization. Shame we lost out on the seeding contracts. But as I said, I didn't have lazy farmers active. I think it's that way. And so they basically said, hey, we've got a lot of seeding contracts, and oh, you didn't select any of them in 3 seconds? Well, we're doing them all then. But that would have provided me with a little bit of variety here, which I just don't have right now. Okay, this is a big field. So, it's going to take us a little while to get this one done and use a lot of stuff. There's a road over there, but like I said, there's just no way to get across that road. Or to, no, is there? No, there's no way to get to that road from this side. The path there just terminates on this field or goes down towards the store. It doesn't cut along this hedgerow to the road on the north side. So without taking a chainsaw to a hedge, we can't cut through here. Actually, well, I can't get out of this field without going somewhere else, but the field I want to fertilise is that one directly behind those trees in front of us. Short of picking up a 12-ton tractor and throwing it over the hedge, I don't think we're going to be able to get around that. How's the... I wonder if I've got enough stuff in the spreader for this. We've done 30%. Haven't even gone round once yet. We will see. Now, real life time, it's 10:20. As I said at the beginning of the stream, we have a model railroad open house. Starts at midday, runs through to 3 o'clock. Which we're going to take the kids to, because why not? Yesterday we went to see some animatronic dinosaurs in the Walmart parking lot, which was very expensive, but cheaper than going on a Saturday or Sunday. So we did that. But yeah. Obviously the plan here is I need to finish up the stream, eat some lunch very quickly so we can get down there for that. I'm not sure we're going for the full 3 hours. It's just going to be a step in, say hi to the guys, watch some trains go round for a bit until the kids get bored, and then we'll come home again. But it is when it is. Can't remember this. Nobody's getting married anytime soon, because usually there's a baby shower or a thing. Mrs. Osa cleaned the church on Thursday when she had her doctor's appointment, so that's why they didn't go out this morning. But young male child decided Mummy needs to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, so Mummy's not happy because she had to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. She came out and said, I ain't getting any sleep. Not with him talking. And we are done, and we have 27% left. Let's get paid and figure out 14. Yeah, we're gonna drive past the farm, I guess. Collect. As I said, don't have a weeder, can't do the weeding contract. I want to get the horse hoe when we get a chance. Is this the way out? Yes. A little bit of optical illusion with the hedges here. You can't see the break. Okay, right turn, Clyde. Oh! But those grass fields are looking kind of good. But yeah, given we're going to have to end the stream at probably sometime towards the bottom of the next hour. So we've got about an hour left of playtime before that happens. We may end up in a situation where I can get the grass work started, but we're not going to get very far with it. That said, if I can get it started, I can always collect it and stick it in the silage bunker while you're not watching, and then get back to what is it? If I get that done, then I can we can be planting the corn next week at the start of the show. We don't have any manure, so there's not going to be any nitrogen application at this stage of this farm. But maybe eventually that will also be a thing. Could go pigs. Who knows? This is kind of a good size field too. Okay, so this isn't going to put me on 50,000. I think, for the most part, we're getting close to our next big income. So we're going to have 2 big fields and a small field of grass to do. Once we've done those, we plant the corn, and then it's sit back, we may get, obviously, come April, May, there will be more seeding and planting contracts, so we may be able to plant sorghum, soybeans, corn, sunflowers, all the things.